Hey Carp Geeks, welcome to my dungeon in the basement where I've got my research tank set up here. Take a quick look. Got four larger koi and two bullhead catfish in there which I use for my research. Anyway, the point of this video is Spring 25 update. Now we're about a week past, it's the Thursday of the next week, so it's just under a week past the big one show, and a big hello to anybody who came up and said hello at the big one. Had a great time, met a bunch of good people. It was good to see a few familiar faces, particularly Mark Sawyer, who, and I'll do a little link here, tested the Impulse match fishing style and had an 11-to-2 catch rate ratio. And also we saw the team from Carpology, who also last summer tested the Impulse, and they got a 13-to-1 catch rate ratio. So, combine that with the Spa-Schultz study, which showed a minimum of a 2-to-1 difference in catch rates in favor of Impulse. Yeah, obviously, as you know, if you're a fan of the product, it does what it says on the tin. Okay, yeah, so the show was awesome. Great to see a few people there. We actually had, this is kind of a sneaky kind of shout out. We actually had a talk with a somewhat influential bait manufacturer, and they may, they're testing right now, they may start putting this in their bait. So you may be able to find some of your favourite boilies dosed in Impulse in the near future. So fingers crossed on that one. Okay. More stuff from the show. We actually launched a couple of new products, primarily, I have one here. Okay. Yeah, the Impulse Pellets. So for ease of use, I'll just keep it here. So for ease of use, we have sprayed 6mm copens and 2.3mm screttings, and they're both in 1 kilo bags with just the right amount of Impulse, dried them off, bagged them, so they can be used right out of the bag. Okay, so none of that faffing around. If you're the kind of angler who just wants ease of use, you can just pull them right out of the bag. In you go. These are available on the website. Literally, I think it's the 13th of March today. They'll be up by the end of the month. So keep an eye out. There is a discount if you buy two. Okay, so take a look up there. All right, so that's pellets. Awesome. All right. Other interesting information. I do talk a lot with anglers, and I really like talking with anglers because they use our products in some interesting ways, right? Which I've never really thought about myself. And one angler actually got back to me. He had actually just soaked, literally prepared a mixture of Impulse and water and soaked some boilies overnight, and he's literally emptying a venue right now, and I'm not going to tell you which one because it's kind of okay, it's a hard war, I'll tell you that, right? So he's doing really well there, and so we're really pleased with that. And I'll do the whole link thing, right? So I'll link up here. You can see my adventure. I'm going tomorrow. I'm soaking some boilies right now in an Impulse solution. I'm going to do another kind of double-blind test, right? So I'll go out and I'll fish one rod with tomorrow and see what happens after a night's soak in the Impulse solution. They're standard shelf life boilies. Okay, so we'll see what happens. All right, that's about all for now. Keep an eye on the webpage for updates, and of course get your pellets while they last. I can't remember how much we had in our first run, but we didn't make a super lot, right? So if you want to try them on our first run, I recommend picking some up. All right, see you guys next time.